Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Chuck Spolsky, the head boys basketball coach at Walled Lake Central. How's it going?
Great, great. Thank you for having me.
All right, so let's talk about this. The season that you guys are having right now. First place in the LVC, got some big wins throughout the year, 10-1 in the year. What does it say to this team? A lot of very veteran team. What's that like to coach and talk about how you guys are doing so far?
It's been great. It's a pleasure to coach these players. They've really worked hard. It's great to see that their hard work has been paying off. Their commitment to the program, to the team, to the game. I mean, they've been committed all the way through our spring season. We played a lot of games in the spring, and then they committed every Sunday to a fall league. And the seniors and the good core that we have committed, they didn't miss one, not one workout, not one practice or anything. So it's great to see that their commitment is showing then during the year. And a couple years ago we went young, and a lot of these guys got a lot of experience, and we took our lumps. And now it's kind of paying off with actually, we're competing in every game. We feel like when we walk on the court, we have an opportunity to win every game.
Yeah. So let's talk about some of the guys that you have on the team. That's really just some of the names for people that may not be familiar with you guys.
Our seniors right now, Nick Hopkins, our point guard. I think he's the best point guard in the league. Quick, could shoot, score, and a lot of times teams got to take the ball out of his hands, and he does a great job of getting other people open. And maybe he's doesn't show up as much on the stats, but I can tell you that most coaches in our league, they know that's the first person they got to stop, because he has the ball in his hands all the time, making good decisions. He had that game-winning shot against Kersley in overtime of the Lake Fenton Christmas tournament, and he's been great. We started since a sophomore year, and he's really come into his own, and very unselfish, make sure everybody gets involved. He runs the team. We go as he goes. And then we have another senior. We have four seniors that start. Vish Das, I think, again, one of the best shooters in the league. He's really improved his game by being able to handle the ball and attack the basket. So it's really difficult for teams to zone us if we got good shooters like Nick and Vish and Jake Nellett. And then we got our other two seniors, Justin Holmes and Nathan Cody, who kind of the unsung heroes. They're our bigs, our 4s and 5s, and again, they don't get a lot of the publicity and the papers and stuff, but they do all the dirty work. They get in the rebounds, the offensive rebounds. Nathan's been just a beast in the post and rebounding, and Justin Holmes is usually our defender that's guarding the other team's best perimeter player. And they just past couple of years, it's just been great to coach them. They don't ask for the ball. They just do the dirty work, and it's just great having them. And then Jake Nellett, a junior for us, probably most improved player I would think around in Oakland County. Just can score in multiple ways: post, shooting, attacking the basket, and rebounding. All around great player. And it's great because it's like a puzzle, and they all fit together. The pieces of the starters, everybody knows their role. Everybody knows what needs to be done to get a win and be successful. So right now they're just playing very well together. And again, I attribute that to just from the past couple of years. None of them have missed anything. They've come to every workout, all the off-season games and summer leagues and fall leagues. So they really play well together.
Yeah. Okay, so the stretch of this season, you've had to go into some pretty tough environments, and you got some wins. I mean, going up again, going to Milford, going to Mott, and getting wins over there, and then what is that like to just go to very tough places to play on the road and come out with W's?
Yeah, we looked at our schedule and we noticed that we did have a lot of very challenging road games to start the year. And we want to compete for a division championship. That's was a goal for us coming in. And we feel like you gotta win your home games, and then you got to steal a couple on the road. You gotta and playing the Waterford Mott game early in the game was very difficult. We were down, and we know they're well coached. They're very, very talented team, and we just found a way to win. And then we know Cone against Milford, who's defending district champs. A lot of well coached again at their place. Again, a totally different type of game, low scoring. So, just a credit to the players. They're not intimidated. I'll tell you, playing in the fall league where we played, and then in the summer league, we played some very good teams from all over the state. So, I don't think these kids are intimidated. They kind of like that mentality of being on the road, and just again playing together, knowing what we need to do to win. So, we definitely got a couple more road games coming up that are going to be, we just had Kettering, and then next week Tuesday at South Line East, who's very, very good. So if we can get through those, then we know that we at least got some home games towards the end of the year
Yeah.
this season.
Yeah. So of course, and speaking of being home, you guys are home on Friday, against your biggest rival, Walled Lake Western. And I don't think I don't think anybody needs to, get fired up over that. I mean, well, they do because it's rivals, but you don't have to say much and throw the records out the window, and we'll see what happens. But what's that going to be like to go on there and play tomorrow night?
It's great. That's why these players put in all the hard work to play these rivalry games, inner city games, big crowds in front of, and our players know their players by name. They know them better than I do. So they know they've been playing against them their whole lives. Or even with them, in middle school, and they see each other around town and stuff. So, no, I've been here since 2000, varsity coach since 2012, and I can't think of a game that wasn't close, that wasn't competitive, that wasn't came down to the fourth quarter. So that's what we're expecting. We know we're going to get their best effort. Well coached, they play hard, and they got some really good players. So we got to bring our best. And on the road, I like it because it's just us against the world, and we just go in, we do our thing. Hopefully we haven't been home in a while. The kids, sometimes you try to do too much and not play within yourself. And, we got to make sure we just be ourselves and play a good, solid basketball game, and not, try to play the crowd and just do crazy stuff, and just play solid fundamental basketball. So
All
that's
right.
kind of the good and the bad about being home. It's great. You get some energy, but, sometimes you got to be able to control that.
All right. Well, Chuck, thanks so much for the time as always, and
Thank
best
you,
of luck
Casey.
the rest of the season. We'll have you on again sometime.
Thank you.